Yeah, we knew it was going to be a big ask to come to New Zealand for the first time. You never know what to expect, and it was a first for a lot of the girls. I just thought we were really in at half time. It was anyone's sort of game there, and we had a couple of chances that were really close, so we got some confidence out of that. So that was my main message there at half time, and I'm just glad they got some reward for the hard work that they've done, that I've seen them do behind the scenes. And finally, you know, the extra sort of 1% they did, I wanted them to get to the next level. They needed to run harder than they did last week, and on the back of that, getting just some repeat sets, I think the bubble sort of burst through the middle, and I'm glad it went our way instead of last week where we sort of broke.
Yeah, I mean, was that sort of the message at half time? Because it did seem in the first half you guys had a lot of the early running at least, just to persist and get them to break. Yeah,
that's it. You almost got to be patient, but then you don't really have enough time as well. You don't get a lot of sets at this. It's a 60-minute game, and you've got to take your chances when they come, but you also got to be patient. So it's a fine line, and I thought we were just pushing it a little bit, but I also wanted them to play footy, because on the back of pushing it, you get some results at the end of the day, and that's, you know, if we didn't get those tries near the end, I think it would have probably squashed them mentally, but on the back of that, they can gain a lot of confidence out of playing a bit faster and getting some reward for playing harder and running harder, tackling harder, all the fundamentals.
What happened before the game with the team? What was your vision?
Yeah, so it's been one hell of a week at the Dragons. So, from what I understand, it was a human error, and you try and follow the process along the way, and that's as much as I know. It was a human error there, and I'd have to thank everyone involved that actually got that decision to be correct at the end of the day, because we want to put a spectacle on like we did there. We didn't really want to go in with 16 players, and have to tell someone they couldn't play from a human error. I think we could all learn out of if we can do that better, or whose fault it is, and if it's our fault, then you have to own that too. But maybe we could have a plan B, or someone double checks it. From what I understand, Tawila was named right near the end there, but clearly she's suspended. So how does that even get through? But I'm just glad that everybody mutually came together, and I'll thank the Warriors for allowing that to happen, and for the NRL to lean in our favour, I guess, because she was probably one of our better players too. So so thanks to everyone involved, and we live and learn.
At what point did you let the players know what was going on? What was the discussion?
I didn't want to let them know, because that's out of their hands. I tell them to control their environment, and we're supposed to control ours. And how do you go and tell your team that human error is going to stop a player from playing? It's just flown over here. It's one of our best players, and everybody in New Zealand wanted to see her play, and I just didn't want them to know before kick-off. People were shattered in the sheds that knew about it. You turn it around and go positive. That's all you can do.
This week you lose Tawila, you lose Kimmy, the trip over the Tasman. I mean, how proud are you of the way this team's dealt with the adversity that you faced with?
You could write a book on just this week. You really could. Even with Steph Muka, couldn't obtain a passport in time, and so she wouldn't be able to fly. And I found out 10 minutes before training that Kimmy wouldn't be cleared to play. So that was another little hurdle. So we've come over here with only 17, and then to find out that Monkey couldn't play as well. And then on the back of trying to, the idea of Tawila not playing, to pick him up from that and then go back down again and pick him up and go back down, and to get that performance, look, I couldn't be any prouder of that team, and we're going to gain a lot of strength out of that. And we were in this position last year to play in that last game, and we're not just happy with that win. We've got to win next week and get to that that grand final and get one back on the Broncos.
And I mean, yeah, how much confidence can you take from that into next week? Obviously, things are a little bit more in your favour next week, but will you lean on the experience this week and mention it to the players?
Yeah, you have to. You got to turn all those negatives into positives, especially if you get a win. You know, it's going to be really hard to spin that if we didn't win. But you know, the proof's out there of what the team can do. We go to another standalone game next week with 7-day turnaround. We're back at home. I think everybody's fit in the room as well. So we use all those as positives. It was great to see today with a standalone game, the crowd and the young girls on before the game today, and you know that's what it's really all about. And you know, a few people that sort of go through hard times, and because I'm in New Zealand now, I would have loved to catch up with Honey, and but we all know what she's going through with her family there, and she's a big part of. You know, I owe her a lot for what she did for our club last year, and all our club sends our best wishes to her, and so you know. We have football, but we have life as well, so we balance it all out.
And will Kimmy be available for any of the remaining games, or is that your season finish?
Yeah, well, like I said, I only just found out 10 minutes before training, and we couldn't even change the flight list within 24 hours. We're flying in the morning, so she came over in that sense. So we'll reassess every aspect of that. You know, I had the doctor on the phone, and it wasn't quite clear what he was actually trying to tell me is going on, but. I just haven't had time to go over all that, to tell you the truth. So I've got 3 hours on the plane on the way home, I guess, to have a chat with the doc.
Thanks, guys.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.